Ambassador in a similar state, but has got a cookie in a pot and more HP. But here comes dive, level 3 on the Nocturne. Not a lot that this Ambassador can do about that. Unspeakable horror is hers. Flash away. Can Peyz get the last auto? Needs it. Does get that. Turret shot will be swiftly disengaged, though early on you can see heats up a little bit and people just die. Tien here. Ola did get the level 2. Hop on out from Hung, trying to get as much damage down as they can. Ola backing away, still has the flash. The passive auto from Light. They've disengaged the tower aggro. Tien trying to get an angle on in here. Gets the Q forwards, and it is Light who picks up the Grubs. Not taken yet. Dragon, though, started up by Tien early. There's another player with an interesting recent history. At points, the most clutch player in the LPL last year. Was looking like, in many ways, the best player in the LPL, at least in the regular season for a while. He was so good. Shockwave from Scout point, isn't it? DK. Maybe look better to my money. HLE still look pretty good. It's not Gen G, the quintessential best team. Unspeakable horror. Flash, but the ult afterwards to follow. No! The Q! Nautilus gets the kill with the ignite. First blood secure, but at what cost? Flash for the Q. Scout. It has kind of fallen away a little bit of late. Because if you're going backwards, you can kind of have this happen. Thank you for proving my point. Nice timing. As the flash away from Peyz with the feather call is superb. And Shun does what Tien tried to do. Gets a double kill on the Nocturne. What a counter gank. And Peyz, Nerves of Steel, holds the line. Beautiful stuff. Upstep Ignite. And where is my DJ Nautilus skin? As another one. Literally deep house. A deep dive into the back catalogue. It's all there. Peyz is going to get jumped. This is a bit of a miserable one. Reset from Arlo's coming, but I don't think it's going to be quite in time. Decent shield though, the footwork! And the barrier is good. The feather pull tried, but Light comes flying on in. The Light at the end of the throttle is just a Kaiser flying your way. Nocturne gets a dragon on the other side. Well, I see you, Breathe. Shockwave comes on down. Nocturne ult comes on in. We hold our nerve for a second as Breathe getting some shield, but a flash on forwards for the Umbra Blades passive ensures that the kill goes down. Scout was the recipient gratefully, but Xiao who's here, and the people are very low. And Xiao, who, as this resistant J, shows who the people really owe fealty to. The late, and remember, that was into 6 Grubs. So the plates have just fallen, but that's a lot of damage to structures you've just given up to the Grub stacking team. A very valid point as well. From Nightmare and chat. Alex saying, look, it was kind of... Scout doesn't necessarily want to be on the receiving end of this one. There's the public execution with the Ambessa. The Shockwave is a little too little, a little too late. Can't miss the public execution if you're already being ceased and desisted. TM picks up the people down. And Breeze's going to be given a great opportunity to claim first turret, and that should be... Actually, I apologize. No, it's not, because JDG got it. Actually, is in League of Legends at the minute. And JDG are the ones who secured that, but Weibo Gaming kind of pushed back very well. Even in gold, Herald started. There were quite a lot burned by Weibo Gaming not so long ago, reminder. So there'll be quite a lot of ults to play with. Herald secured. Scout looking for a big chunk, lands a big shockwave that is actually dodged out from, so I spoke a little too soon. Kill secured, but Herald was... So that's the other reason. Sorry, guys. But as I'm solo casting, a little bit more room to have a look at chat occasionally while I'm in game. But yes, absolutely. Well, I've got all 3 chats open. Anivia, Nightmare's Twitch, Nightmare's YouTube. Of course, doing that a little here. I'll let them breathe with no turrets around them. Just going to be playing their dash around a lot, but not do as much damage as you think they would. Pathmaker used. Breathe gets a decent shield, though, with the Repudiate. And I think that puts Breathe into a slightly better position, but Peyz was coming. Public Execution comes on down. And the dash on through with the footwork means that Breathe... making sure that some of those armor stackers won't be quite as valuable. But of course, with the top laner dead, and Xiaohu not having TP, actually, as well, that is absolutely Atakan. And I feel like Weibo saying, look, well, we can't fight. There's no way that Jace can join. We're going to try and play for turrets instead. Get value now and just weather the storm of Atakan. Very difficult to play the fight around it. Or you wait until Baron's an opportunity. Shockwave was early! Oh no. They airballed the combo. Light has to barrier and ult, so there's that. There's a flash away from the Pathmaker on Arla, from TM, rather. Means they're in a bit of danger. Into the backline, though, goes the Vi and Ambessa. But they turn it around on the Vi, and JDG, despite fumbling, doing all right here. And remember, they've got the withdrawal still, so they can play this one out just fine. But the withdrawals have just timed out as I speak about it. Arla tried to get Light. We'll get that big shutdown. They've still got all out to work with. The Untofo strikes keep landing. Hung not having a lot of fun there. Shun over the flank angle from Arla that forces the flash out. But at this point, they're saying, look, we can potentially play this fight. Let's go. And they still get into the backline. Scout, remember, has used all of their tools. And Ambessa Vi as a combo. The public cease and desist. Weibo Gaming now got JDG in a tricky spot. As Shun, caught out rotating, will get some unspeakable horror. Turned down, but the public execution turnaround is Breed. Don't need no one to set up for it. And the Nocturne's dead. That's your smite just dead. Caught out going through their own jungle. Hung tries to find an engage on the back end of it. Gets a knock up on the Nautilus. Well, battle dance over the wall. And Weibo got exactly what they came for. Breathe finds a wonderful angle. And Shun, I don't think he's missed, beating the allegations here. Yeah, Scout was the one who pulled the R trigger, right? He messed up the pull on the Shockwave, but it hasn't been as pretty as you'd like from this Nocturne who got so far ahead. Shahu's flashed on forward onto Scout. Hung is waiting with the flash and the quickness on there, so there's no room as an instant charm comes on down. Arla will find their way out with the Pathmaker and the All Out, but that's your mid-jungle dead. Scout is down. Soul is secured. A Weibo could just turn right back towards this Baron. Paranoia, at least with this Hex Plate build, will be up very, very shortly. And they can look to go again. They're going to have to a JDG. As Weibo Gaming have all the cards here. Misses the hook. That's a little ironic. Peyz gets some decent feathers, though. And they've killed off Xiaohu. Peyz, barrier. Try to trade this one out. The public execution will ensure the GA comes on down as Breathe actually ends up going through him. Because, of course, it's the last target. Peyz goes over the wall. Up into the air with the feathers. Goes a decent pull. Just gets one. And that might be enough with the smite going down. Peyz does the Lord's work. It is on that Vi. This Ambessa split pushing away. Still a terror. Weibo Gaming forced away into the pit, but Ambessa, there's the Shockwave combo. JDG gone to the backline. Hung is dead. But it's only the Rakan. Not exactly the greatest target, but hey, you get the kill. Peyz going to try and trade out in the mid lane. They get that turret there. I think Peyz was just about in range for local orders. Arla finds 3 people. Will Pathmaker briefly, flashing away, but ain't that tanky anymore. Even the command Protect does not have enough. And that's a bigger kill than the Rakan. You have to field jump onto Sky, who goes golden, but the Blasco gets them in. Peyz goes up into the air to dissuade that engage with the cease and desist, but it means Peyz isn't there to do damage. And Light and Xiao, who certainly are, and TM will one-shot, or certainly 1v1. That Xayah on the other side. JDG split apart, and some face checking has been occurring for Jingdong Gaming. And Weibo Gaming have been punishing them for it. That has to be game. They've got 30 seconds realistically on spawns. They've got a wave and a lot of damage. Game 1 is Weibo Gaming's. Surely it is. The Nocturne Orianna combo was not clean from JDG. A number of fumbles. They got the grubs. They were looking like they were in a decent spot this game, but then Weibo began to... /summer after a very miserable start to the summer split in that play-in stage. Solution that was one of those major picks. But an option is Hung. Hit with a jab cost at level 1. Not always the most fun. Bone Skewer goes wide. And they were looking for a lane swap, Weibo Gaming, but instead we're going to see a bit of a scuffle over the Raptors. Shun smites the first set away. Xiaohu's here though. Where's the way? Flash forward for the Bone Skewer over the head! A Pike gets first blood. It's such a cool skin line. The Broken Covenant Cho'Gath in particular is just such a cool concept. I love that skin. I also quite like this one. In fairness, MF has just got really good VFX on a lot of her skins these days. Nice double up. Oh, Peyz. Oh, Peyz. That's not fun. Gets hit by a lot, but now Hung's actually in danger. Flash on forward, probably get the kill. Doesn't want to burn it, and enough with the deep water dive to stay alive. Nice. Grasping roots over the wall. Missing in danger. The plant's not quite enough. The red buff burn is. Now Tien can keep walking. Another use of the deadly spines. Reads the flash. The grasping roots catch it. And Tien. Quay as well. That gives you some ways to play out the game. But you are going to be behind the curve relative to your opposite number, and that's not at all where Nidalee wants to be. Missing, got hit by another bone skewer. This bot lane has not been surviving the bot lane 2v2 very well this game, especially compared to last game. Xiaohu gets hit with a severing bolt, Peyz down low though as Hung goes into the back line, and that just means a very dead misfortune. They kill off the Zyra on the other side. It's a big shutdown. Xiaohu nearly low, goes down. Scout picks it up. 2 for 2 right now as Shun needs to keep hopping away with the pounces. Bot lane survives from Weibo Gaming. But Shun needs to keep roaming. The deep water dive. Hung can walk real fast here, looking for a bone skewer. Can he read it? Oh, Shun, you've gone human form again. Gets the primal surge. Bone skewer misses. Over the wall we go. Flash from Hung. He wants this. Javelin toss goes wide. Could look for a phantom undertow. Over the wall we go. How far will Hung go? Gets the key. Gonna deep water dive. The heal is solid. How on earth is this happening? We've got ourselves 18 seconds. Still grubs number 2. Nice. Interrupt. Means Xiaohu doesn't get to back. And I suspect, with the way he's not built boots yet, might have been able to get an item off that, at least another component. Rough timing. Nice interrupt from Shun. Who has done, in fairness, a decent job about coming back into this game after that last fight. I was worried that Tien would just get ahead and stay ahead. Flash. Forwards. Missing still goes on him. Forces double flashes. The solar flares are a bit wide. And that now means that Leona is sure to die. But Xiaohu's traded for it. And now Shun can look to get back around. Needs to be very aware of the grasping roots. Gets away from it. And the crushing maw won't quite land. But a big kill onto that. Lucian. Hung looking for a flash. Bone score, and Peyz not far enough away. Tries to turn it around with the bullet time, knowing they can't get up, but it won't quite happen. And Hung has been popping on this pike. The additional kill is big, and Peyz shows a very aggressive route to join that and gets punished accordingly. Gaming though, they want to try and trade this. Missing, pull back. Remember, it doesn't have a flash. Needs to be a bit wary of how deep they've gone. Breathe, hops on forward, solar flare onto light, into the massive damage. The Ziggs is gone. Dead to rights. Ale with the dominance. Gonna try and get under the turret. Hung also popped. Nidalee gets 2. They finally trade back onto the Leona, but the damage is done as Shun picks up a triple on the Nidalee. And the Weibo Gaming, they were roaming first. They turned around. Ale's TP. Gets them in, flash over the wall for the grim visage. Ensures the plant has a nightmare too. 4 dead, and JDG come alive. Xiaohu alone survives from Weibo Gaming to spread the tail. We come back into live. Missing. Gets enough for shield with the locket to buy some time. Eclipse is ridiculous. Oh no! Phantom Undertow just shy. Mega Inferno Bomb just shy and missing. Walks out to safety. As all the skill shots miss. Shun goes forwards. Xiaohu low. The severing bolt behind. Not gonna quite tank, but Tien on the wrong end of it all is inside the spiraling despair. And the Zhonya's. And Shun sees the angle. Dives on forwards with the smite. Xiaohu down to 20% HP. And Tien, yes, gets in what looks like an okay ult for a second or two. But the spiraling despair behind is nightmarish. And no one can tank these combos. Scout. Now 6:04. We're back to live. They've got enough grubs in a wave that Weibo Gaming can't step forwards here. What are you even going to do there, Hung? You have to pull away. Threatening with a bone skewer that they just don't care about anymore. Not at this point. Not without anybody to follow up. Herald summon mid lane, and this is going to keep going. The Renekton's charging up top side as well. This could end up with all the outer turrets, inner turrets rather, falling in the blink of an eye. They'll grab another Herald. The eye. Leona. Out. Oh, hang on. Driving lessons. Driving lessons. Oh, not bad. Okay. You need to keep playing like that for now. Now the scouts come up here. Breathe might have overstayed a little bit. There's Atakan up here as well. Weibo Gaming coming, but Shun's around as well. Breathe split off from his team. They're trying to pick up this Nidalee, who goes golden. And that's the CC down. Shun can keep going forwards. Missing goes into the back line. The Jax is dead. Breathe picks that one up. Or Breathe is dead. And Breathe is last. It's a last gasp. But Tien, dead. The takedown comes on through. Hung finally gets an execute, but it's onto the Leona. Runs away. Xiaohu now in a dangerous position. The Severing Bolt gets a bit of a slow. The autos keep coming on through with the bullet time alongside Ale on this Renekton to secure the kill. Whatever this one is with the cool inky skins. I can never remember the name of it. But the deep water dive looks a little bit like Whale. Got baited there for a second, but the Zyra is gone. You've got Atakan revived, so you don't care that much about dying. Bullet time gets another. Breathe. Breathing heavy. Running away. The horrors are coming to find you, and Allah. It's a crocodile in the river. I've seen that movie before. It's one about piranhas too somewhere out there. They're in your homes now too. And the base is broken. Who needs a Baron? You got 4 grubs. You killed everybody. And you can break the base just fine. Inhibitor down. And that's a much better use of the damage, especially when the rest of the team hasn't really been able to keep them safe. And there was a world after that early game where Weibo got ahead, stayed ahead, and just did so much damage that this Pyke could run over the game with the rest of the squad. But that hasn't happened. And the itemization has made things very tricky. Hung doesn't have flash. Solar Flare on the other side onto Tien. Just about staying alive for a second, but it's all it will be. Ala goes to 503. No deaths for the top side of the map for JDG. Nearly at a death cap on this one. He's gone very defensive. It's a Seraph's. It's a Zhonya's. But it's Shadow. That's the name. Thank you very much, DW25. I see you in Nightmare's chat. That's the name of that skin line. Breathe is, again, not really living up to his namesake. Chun will follow after the Counter-Strike ends. And Shun had a rough Nocturne game. Scout had a rougher Orianna game. Now Weibo going to feel like they have to come on over. Tien has flash. How aggressively do you want to play this? Ola going to come and try and stop the Zyra getting on in. Face checking. The Ignite comes on down. Down to 6,000 HP. Tien being zoned off by 2 members. There's the Strangleforce into the backline. Hung is cold. The Meek is indeed the Pyke. There's nowhere to go. Not on the list anymore. There's missing solos out. Xiaohu. That one goes down. A revive from Allah, who's got a GA at this point. Breathe into the backline. Gets a counter-strike. Might be able to do some work here. It's pretty scary on this Jax. But Allah gets a huge amount of healing. And Shun takes him down. Tien now running away. Light running away. It is dark, dark days for Weibo Gaming. And apparently, it wasn't supposed to be the year of inconsistent. Or consistent inconsistency. They were supposed to be consistent. This might be one of the worst games I've seen from them, unfortunately. They have fumbled and fumbled hard after that start game. Well, that game start. Nice pickup from Hung, who has, in fairness, had a pretty solid Pyke game to himself, but it's not going to stop the end of the game. We're 1-1. Here comes Tien. Level 2 gank on the Xin Sao. Pantheon started top. Wanted to be aware that there could be an invade. And that is a very dangerous angle. Flash for the passive. Missing has to flash on now, but that leaves Peyz in a deadly, deadly spot. Doesn't have a cleanse. Can't get far enough away. There is no Valkyrie. They want to donate the kill over to someone valuable. And the Xin Sao be the one that picks it up. Hung blows both. Precision protocol. No, tactical sweep coming across. I apologize. Not a lot of mana for Breathe, though, nonetheless. Scout. Tien's just not farming. He's just ganking. Whimper comes lightning, shoots damage back. Who needs to farm when you can set up every lane for success? Let's into a Pantheon. He's backed up. He's just not stopping. This man is a menace. He is a gremlin. He's the menace from your nightmare. Missing is going to be put on ice. Light shows the light to Missing, who briefly turned into Gator. Like, look, you wouldn't hurt yourself, would you? Unlike to potentially burn their own ultimate. Precision Protocol Part 2. Electric Camille Boogaloo gets the ult interrupt on the hook shot, but Allah's got no mana, by the way, so can't keep trading in the mid lane. Going between worlds, and Scout does not find pleasure in another world. This ain't a light novel, and it is the killer bunny rabbit. Wasn't even close by the time they were started. Fight. Okay, Crescent Guard comes on through, but there is the Grand Starfall. That means that Tien swiftly ends up in a 1v4. all over a scuttle crab. As you can muster, Tien has a smite. Smites one away. Here comes the ult from Arla, who misses it. Between worlds comes down from Xiaohu into the weirding. Puts a lot of damage to the backline onto missing. But wait! The Wabbit comes on through and gets brought down. It'll be a 1-for-1 as Shun picks that one down. Hang on, though. Peyz will be not enjoying his pal Light's damage. The barrier is solid. Basscode away, stays alive. Shun claims at least one of the grubs. And because they split off trying to kill off the Corki, Light's left off in a difficult spot. Shun gets the Grand Starfall into the backline. Cleanse a little late. And Shun gets enough done with the Meteor Spear. Sorry, Comet. Peyz trading out in the mid lane with Xiaohu isn't really going to get that much shove. And with 6 grubs and the door coming on down, I don't think you can stop the tier 2 falling. JDG, you can't be hit. Not anymore. The pop blossom comes on up. But missing's a weasel. And he's the one who gets popped. Arla doesn't have flash anymore. Or sorry, doesn't have ult anymore. And we'll just get a Hextech ultimatum. Will surely fall. Gets a decent decimating smash. Breathe can't quite get it. Will hook shot over the wall to secure it nonetheless. Hung just about alive. The turret shot secures one back. Have you gone too deep? Between worlds goes Xiaohu. As Arla's zombie is there. And Shun tries to dive on in to save the lives and falls himself. Weibo Gaming, right the wrongs. Find a much better fight. Tien got a blast cone, can get on in. Nicely timed. Gravity Field, though, will force him away. Won't be able to get in or not in. 5v4 reminder. Weibo don't want to overplay this, but they're going to force the teleport onto this tier 2 because Breathe could do a lot of work with a teleport away. That now gives the 4v4. Flashback from Xiao, who wanted to get onto Missing, who flashed to get the pop blossom, but this is support Nico. You don't have damage, and you'll die for your sins, and it means this mid lane tier 1 is in danger. The teleport meant the Breathe team fight around second grubs are still in a pretty good spot and are now managing to use the grubs, are managing to mitigate the wave clear by just playing the map a little wider when JDG group up for these objectives. Arla in danger is not very tanky, but here's the Grand Starfall. Tien, the Crescent Guard's about to fall, and they can't get the Scion this time around. In mid, going the other direction. They see, I'm assuming that was a deliberate, yeah, we can't do this moment. Xiaohu off on the flank. Gets the ult. It's on to Scout. That's pretty valuable. Forces the flash on him. Now because the Victors had to flash away. Gonna try and find an angle on in. Xiaohu manages to stay away from Arla, who still gets a big knock on. Pop Blossom is pretty good. Shun flashes for the shield vault. But Xiaohu gets over the wall, going across the veil. Dodges the Comet Spear, but is a long, long way away from his allies. But on the other side, JDG have split away, chasing the Wabbit. Don't follow the White Rabbit. This ain't the Matrix. They managed to pick up Braum finally, but they'll lose one back, and the turnaround with the Hextech ultimatum means Pantheon falls. Tien inside an arcade store doing a lot of work as Light tries desperately to pick up a few people. In a pretty short order, air support available. Xiaohu looks for the angle, finds the Between Worlds, goes on to Missing and does unspeakable damage with the weirding and the two-fold Hex. Damage done onto the Nico, who just ain't tanky. There's a long, long way away from an arm guard or a Zhonya's right now. Tien, though, being engaged on the retreat, does have the Crescent Guard. By sometimes have to step on forward with the Audacious Charge to get out of the gravity field. Breathe. Jumps for P. Scion does. Can you keep Tien out of the pit, though? Well, that has to be more of a question. Xiaohu looks for a bit of a chunk, gets it onto Missing. 90 caliber net goes wide. Tien into the backline, gets onto Peyz. Crescent Guard Shun out. The Pop Blossom isn't fantastic. Look for the ace in the hole. Brings one down. Scout deletes Aurora, though. Down to 2,000 HP. Shun going to be forced to withdraw. Will have the Grand Starfall surely available. High feed required, but goes down. Tien nearly dead to the Baron. Stays alive. Scout goes all of the withdrawals. That is a win. JDG, you do not force the Baron correctly. The wrong people died. If Scout had died, if Shun had died, they could rejoin. Everyone else didn't have that opportunity. They can turn back to Baron, though, and try and play it out again. And even fight. Round 2. Fight. It's Mortal Kombat, all right. And I think the results will be bloody for the game, that's for sure. Hung throws out the Q. Arla buying time. Where is Tien? Trying to find an angle and in. The Baron goes down. Second time was the charm. Arla taken very low, though. Immediately lost. You lose a member of the Baron. Xiao looking for an angle, looking to get something. Gets a twofold hex, has to flash away as the Arcane Storm comes across. Scout missing at half HP. Breathe, no teleport. We'll be out here swiftly enough. Hung throws up the door. Control wall procs. Tien on a flank angle. They know that Xiao is here. Ace in the hole. Lands onto Scout. It's not blocked. That one sucks. No teleport either for the quick reset. Xiaohu's got himself some of those empowered honey fruit as well. So back up to full HP. Breathe on an angle. No flash, but a hook shot. Could look to get onto Scout. Could be a valuable moment. The door comes up. The Glacier Fissure is air. Dragon is secure. And that is Soul for Weibo. Arla into the back line. Going to be split off, but so is Breathe. Waiting for the hook shot out. And the Scion just isn't tanky at this point in the game. There's enough there with the Brawn passive, with Caitlyn throwing traps down. That you just sit. And yes, you can respond to the wide map plays. You've got the Grand Starfall. That's great news. But I don't know how easy you win a 1v2 right now. Certainly not sure whether you get the kill. I think Camille will just back away most of the time. Oh boy, 25 seconds on Baron. Longest game of the day. Arla looking for Light. Grand Starfall. Light flashes away. Stays alive. Missing. Nearly dead. Can't quite get onto Light. Will get body blocked by Hung, who says, stand behind me, Mr. President. Missing just about alive on the other side of Show, who's not quite here. Not here, but could look for a monster angle at the back of it if he can find the angle. Tien might need to go over the wall. Everyone stays alive. Hung and Light, though, down to the key summon as Shun went flashing for it. Missing went flashing for it. All the while, though, look who's in the picture in picture. Breathe is shoving. Xiaohu looking to get damage at the backline. Needs to flash on out. Gets the Grand Starfall. The between worlds and escapes for now, but to what end? Xiaohu needs to run. Trying to split between the turrets. Peyz is there. Will die surely. And they do get the kill on Xiaohu, but it comes at the cost of the inhibitor. Xiaohu went to interrupt the backs at the cost of their own. Here we go again, over towards the Baron. Hextech. Oh, I'm sorry, that Arcane Storm down. Arla with no ult either. Shun with the Grand Starfall. It's nigh on impossible to keep out of this pit. Are they just flipping it? They are. Shun's got a blast cone! He got into the pit, it doesn't matter, he'll go down. And Weibo just say enough of it, we flip. That's the plan, into the backline goes Breathe! Missing, taken to 2/3, or 1/3 HP, loses 2/3 of the HP. And Elder's about to spawn. And you just lost your jungler on the flip. Oh, Weibo Gaming. They smell the burgers, and it tastes good. Now JDG have to fight with their backs against the wall down. A critical member. As Elder Dragon spawning, Tien goes in, and Scout goes golden to one end. The Crescent Guard is in. And Scout eats the wrong end of a pair of scissor legs. Very unsafe, really. How on earth do you walk on soft ground? And squishy bodies, for that matter. As Victor, realizing that maybe Hextech wasn't the greatest invention of all time, even as the Herald of the Arcane. Missing, gets out alive, but I don't think for very long. Goes golden, not bad. But again, it's just delaying the inevitable. A Precision Protocol Part 2 does the work. But the rest of the team started, and Peyz alone survives. But JDG can hold no longer. Baron, Soul, and 4 members dead will lead to the end of the game. Weibo Gaming do it. And JDG was scaling. Here we go. The dive with 4 members is here. Hung is the first target. Shun steps forward onto it. Forces them away from the turret. Does not get to breathe on a decent timer. There is no top laner on the other side, so there's no one to counter play as Breathe. They're trying to get as much of this as they can. Dive comes on forward. Flash gets level 2. Crashdown's not bad. First blood goes to Callista. And now Hung is stuck here too. Oh dear. I think this will be a dead rel 2. Scouts roamed. All 5 members teleport back. Hung stays alive for a moment or two longer. And Arla gets that kill as a teleport. It's just a slow TP into death. Breathe, what are you doing here? Xiao's roamed over. Xiao's roamed over. He might be able to get some value. The route is decent, but so is the Realm Warp. Sorry, the Rune Prison. And Xiao gets 2 with the help of Breathe. Flash is blown everywhere. It's messy. Feet of Mastery secured. I think Breathe just dies here as well, doesn't he? Oh my days. Peyz gets another kill. And JDG are 4 and 2. Right now, Tien cannot walk at that. Surely. Surely, surely, surely you can't do this, Tien. This is very bold. Stepping forward, the Lee Sin is here. The handshake is decent, missing. Going to be jumped on, flashed away. Hung stays alive. Tien tries to get onto Peyz. The chains of corruption come on through for the side of Light, who, despite being in the other side, was, of course, able to get more levels. Missing a day to the room prison. Keeps missing alive for a second or two longer, but Weibo Gaming, make me eat my words. I thought Peyz, with all that gold, was going to be too much, but Light hits level 6 first. And the chains of corruption do what they need to do. Bailout wasn't enough. Peyz on no HP. I don't think you can do this. Hang on. Hang on. Xiaohu's in danger. The health bar bars are really low. Spell flux is really, really scary. Light could be a problem. JDG might be able to get at least one of these grubs. Make that 2, because, of course, Shun got one before all the health bars. And Scout that's having the other way. Can't quite find it. Xiaohu needs to be a bit aware here, because there's going to be a room prison coming shortly. There it is. Misses the overload, but the damage is certainly a little ouch there. Xiaohu now going to be forced to reset. Is double the CS. Near enough. Scout's going to need to realm warp out. Doesn't get to stay in. Now Scout's in danger. Will surely get popped. The room prison will not keep people down. Hung, unfortunately, took just one too many turret shots. But still, the wave is lost. And that'll be a win. And if the piercing arrows keep landing, it's a bad time. Oh, hang on. We've got ourselves a bit of a play here. Scout. Missing's there. Flash for the room prison. Xiaohu gets handshaked back and goes down. Everybody flashes. And Xiaohu comes down. Nice rune prison. JDG, as they have the first 3 kills. And now the first turret to their name as well. Problematic state of affairs here. Hung. Hunshuk. Magnet Storm, though. Forces Shun to flash. The hostile takeover comes across as well. Realm Warp being summoned. Tien flashes away, so does Xiaohu. A nice couple summoners burned on both sides there. Shun down 1. Ala also burning the teleport there. Scout now needs to be a little bit wary. Gonna try and get the ethereal chains. Misses 1. Could look for a second. Can't quite find it. Needs to pull back here. Oh, Xiaohu. I think they've gone too far. Scout's in danger. Cyclone's there. They're trying to pop him before it happens. Can't quite do it. Ala flashes for the slicing maelstrom. And Shun also joining to make sure that it happens. They knew they were kind of dead to rights. They tried to find something regardless. And JDG punished nice and quick. Overstepping for that rise. Missing Hanshuk out of the crash down. But unfortunately, missing. Still not having fun. Shun safeguards to give a bit of a shield. The slow comes on down, trying to keep people alive. The bailout might come on through. The arrow is there. But Hung, I don't think can get up. Flash over the wall. Bailout's not quite there. Safeguard into a resonating strike. Brings down Shun for the count. But the flash be pretty great into this poke Varus. Light looks the chains of corruption, finds it. That'll be the stacks of the blight. Peyz! Peyz goes down! Cleanse out from Light. The teleport's coming on through, but that's not a great TP. Xiaohu's here to punish, and Scout needs to be very afraid. Does not quite need to do more than run away real fast, though, with the phase rush. Shun runs away. The Magnet Storm crash down from Hung. Doesn't land onto the people they're hoping for. But Peyz goes down. Light in the 1v1 brings down the Callista. Oh, dear. Need that spell shield to try and stay in here as the Atacon started. Remember, this is into a Callista. It's just gone. There is no play. They're going to try and pick up Arlo before the withdrawal comes on through. Going to try and pick him up, and we got the withdrawals. Hostile takeover after. Doesn't even get 1 kill. That's so frustrating. Xiao has to run away. Ults come on down. Interrupt. The Realm Warp. Missing. Now in danger. Gets Fate's Call. Tien goes into the backline with the Cyclone. Magnet Storm afterwards. The damage is decent. Is there enough follow-up? Scout goes into the bailout. He's damn tanky. But they lose another 2 withdrawals. And Weibo Gaming will take that. Also means they're not around for this dragon. Shun is here. Can you get on into the pit? Oh, yes, they can. Peyz here as well with his own withdrawal. They really want to play this. Maokai steals it. Scout in the backline will surely pick off Tien and does so. Breathe, flashing away. Teleport on the other side. Can look to W on in to Ala. Maybe towards one of these minions instead. Breathe, healed, stays alive. Scout gets stunned, needs to be aware. Can't quite get enough damage as Xiaohu eats a fair amount. But won't quite fall. Shun still with this withdrawal available. Can be very aggressive with hopping on forwards. Can't quite find it. The mid lane tier 2. I think will surely fall. Light can't get in range to get more than a single piercing arrow across. Can look to get to Scout, who's at half HP. Gets the speed up. Throws down the ultimate. Will surely run away. Get onto Missing, who will fall as a result. Phase rush gives what the Rise needs to get out to safety. They'll pick up another kill for this LeBlanc. Hang on. Oh, Scout. Needs to not be there. Crashed out. Stepped away from. Rune Prism's there. But the Shattering Strike is Magnet Storm out to force the flash from Scout. But he stays alive. And again, Showers Ethereal Chain. Here we go. Remember, you're into a Callista. Teleport behind. Arla is there. They know that Ella is there. Down to half. Run, walk behind. They're wanting this play. Hostile takeover is alright. Xiaohu not found a great angle as yet. Breathe. Low, but not down. Get out on the other side is Peyz down desperately low. Can't quite find the angle. Scout gets a big speed up. The Shattering Strike, not fantastic. Hung Wei need to crash down. On the other side, the Slicing Maelstrom from Arla gets Tien and Xiaohu. Miracle moment. Chains of Corruption land onto Scout, but they can keep on chasing. I think they've just got us to game 5. Scout might need to be a bit wary here. 18 seconds on Hung. They just go back to the Baron. They won't force too hard, but they were broken the base. They forced the teleports. Go right back to sender. Baron on top of everything else. Ahead of his opposite number. It's been Scout who's been on screen a lot. It's because Weibo have been trying to kill him all the time. To make success. Flash on forward for the Rune Prison. Tien gets brought down, but the turnaround might be pretty big. Not enough yet. Xiao doesn't hit the ethereal chains again. Shun gets the kick across the whole team. And JDG finally get a team fight that wins them the game. Weibo will not be able to slide out of this one. Another flash Rune Prism is what starts it. Shun gets a kick that ends it. And JDG are bringing it to silver scrapes. The early game lane swap worked out. The picks from Weibo Gaming just didn't work. They could not kill the Rise. They could not kill the Rise, and the early snowball worked like a charm. That race. Breathe, off vision. Looking to see whether there's an angle. Arla with the flash. You have to imagine with steadfast presence. Perhaps Shun looking for an angle on in. Bowling ball goes wide. Seismic charge isn't going to be necessarily there as Breathe flashes over the wall. Scout and Shun get first blood in game 5. The gank is swift enough. And despite what looked like decent disengage, if this is a bad rocket jump away, Scout has a bad time. Can't jump. Can't jump! Then because he's on the unraveled earth to the cocoon lands. And Elise picks it up. The venomous bite. Brings bot lanes were bot lane for such a long time anyway, because people wanted to fight for Drakes early on, with Grubs being so important, with Atacam being a consideration on either side of the map. Considering putting your AD carries mid if your solo laners are at a point where they can side lane okay, can be pretty valuable. Grubs being started. Tien gets the first one. True Shot Barrage comes across. Teleport's now flying. That's pretty deep though. Weaver's Wall traps people on the wrong side of it. Here they go. Damage from Scout into the backline. But what about the turnaround? Massive takedown. It's a 1-for-1, but the jungler was the trade. Scout's feeling okay with that because there is no smite available. And that could mean that they can't really stick around to secure this final grub. Arla has turned up. And they can't walk through that bush. One grub back for JDG. Ends up being a 1-for-1, all things said and done. I chose the wrong moment to take a drink, as Arla's still here. Xiaohu flashed on the other side. That's a Galio. Well, Arla's now really deep. Needs to be really careful. Walks onto the chompers! And Galio picks up the kill. Oh, dear. That one's a pretty one. Light, light, light. Nice angle! Oh, Scout is quick enough, but that's interrupted the recall. Does he have the rocket jump back up and available? Flash for the Spectral Maw into the Heartbreaker. Tien just about gets out. Rocket jump into another reset. Hung executes. Well played, Weibo. Scout 1 and 3. The Tristana is just not working this game. And get the resets, right? You can play WAPs wider. And with this, the way the series has been going, Light is... Still be really problematic. And Breathe about to be on the wrong end of a dive. Can't Justice punch away until just now. The taunt. Gonna miss. And the shielded ram will not be enough, and that surely secures bot lane turret, I fear. Topside dive is kind of occurring. Not sure how this one's going to play out. Scout donated the kill. The assist going towards Shun. They'll get to play on towards this one. The rocket is blocked out by Shun. If that landed on Scout, that would have sucked. But that is a lot of time onto a turret. In TP bot, because Breathe has respawned, means that this turret stands long enough, I fear, for Weibo Gaming to get a hold of it. Maybe take a turret shot, though, to Xiaohu. Oh, no! Seismic Shove is wide. Ale should be able to speed up, gets the heroic charge in the slow with that shocking blow. Hammer shock. I apologize. And they get the kill. Oh, dear. Took the tower. Powerful, empowered for a Viego and a Talia and a Galio. But all the while, Shun has just been farming away. No! Shun, you have smite again. Shun. Oh. Dear God. He had smite up. I see it. Unless there's a spectator bug, that should never have happened. That is a second steal. Hung dies, I think, here. Can repel to the blast cone. Still root up in time. And he just landed on top of it. Whee! Lilting Lullaby, I don't know whether it was required. Hung again chunked low, though, because Peyz keeps hitting those Qs. As does this Karma. Over the wall. Doesn't quite find the stun. The Galio ult will knock up Ale, who takes a lot of damage. The Buster shot ensures that TN gets a massive kill with the rocket afterwards from Jinx. Scout now having to flash away. That's the reset they were looking for. Burned a lot to make that happen as well, did JDG. Xiaohu looking to kind of a bit more at the end of this. Pulls down the Weaver's wall. Can't find what they were looking for, though. Shun needs to be a bit aware. Doesn't quite get out. Gets stunned on up into the seismic shove. And Shun goes down. The golden moment. Has an arm guard. Will not keep him alive. The Lilting Lullaby procs. But it is too little. It is too late. The True Shot Barrage is wide. Herald summoned mid. And I think JDG at this point have to know that Weibo aren't coming. Take away the Adicam, but they're going to try and trade it on the other side. Arla going to go down and immediately lose the withdrawal. They can't quite get the kill before that comes on through, but it should still cost them the tier 1 there. Scout taking the opportunity to shove on up with the Flicker Blades and the Kraken Slayer to get onto that tier 2. Breathe, left in mid lane, going to try and clear this wave out. And for Ezreal, oh my days. Shojin for even more basic abilities. Breathe, I think it's about to be jumped on. Lilting Lullaby, an option, forced out of the shielded round. There's the Lilting Lullaby afterwards. Do they have enough damage? But that's going to be Baron on the other side. Surely it is. Hung low, as I think Peyz managed to tag him. Down to 4,000. Oh, this gets dicey. This could be the moment that flips everything. Baron secure, but what about the fight afterwards? The teleport's come flying on in. Scout will secure the kill onto Viego. Light Cleanse is trying to run away, but will surely fall. The Weaver's wall. Knocks Scout back on out. Light trying, but it's in the wrong end of Ale's big old gun in the form of a hammer. That weapon is Xiaohu, and Peyz, hang on! Gets a kill, goes down, but they'll get everybody! Weibo get Baron, and everyone's dead! Can't quite get Ala. The Keeper's Verdict is invulnerable by the Heartbreaker. Ala will surely fall. Big pick off. Been a while since Weibo Gaming have been able to make a proactive play, but a man down gives Weibo an opportunity here, theoretically. You've still got Karma, though. You've still got double AD carries. Peyz. Here's the threat. This would be Elder Dragon, by the by. On the Rift. Nothing up on the top end of it. Xiaohu's teleported in. Galio's there. Scout has to flash on out. Stopwatch. Put Scout in danger. Buster shot out, but I mean, Xiaohu's dead. They've gotten the kill. It's not a great play. The Lilting Lullaby from Shun! Oh, I think they might have found the moment they're looking for. They went looking. And Scout survived. The Galio ult does not work. But wait, Scout! Just about alive. The taunt's enough. They've gotten the resets. And it's a moment of madness from Scout. The body is stolen. And Weibo Gaming have soul. It's not Elder. Of course it's not. I thought they'd gotten it before, but of course they went for the Baron play instead. That's why I was so bait. Like, it has to be Elder at this point, doesn't it? No, just soul. Soul secure. Started. Vision control is JDG's. Teleports begin to fly. You're in the pit, though, and that gives an opportunity for the combo. Here we go. Baron stolen! What? What? How? How does it happen again? It's a red buff steal. I do not understand. I do not understand. Shun, is your keyboard connected? How can you miss 3 critical smites this game? It is going to cost you this series. Here we go again. Surely not a 4th time this game. Surely not a fourth time this game. Elder started. JDG are there. Galley goes looking. The keeper's verdict is good. Hung goes up into the air. It's dangerous. Shun flashed on forward onto Xiaohu, but the damage on Shun is pretty obnoxious. They killed off the Elise. Shun goes golden themselves. Tries to bite down the rocket. Ensures that they lose the jungler. There is no smite. The problem is the rest of JDG are healthy. Reset comes on through. Galio. No ult. We'll get out here fast enough. Reset from Barons. They have... Vision control is lost. Now Weibo are in the pit. No ult from Ala. No Shun for 8 seconds. Everyone is here. JDG have to fight at a man disadvantage with no smite. Hung jumped on. Will surely fall, but I don't think they care. Does that really matter? Hung stays alive? Hung is alive? No way! You can't even find the pick you're looking for. The burn from the Elder. Not quite enough. Health bars are high enough that they can pull back out. Peyz still scary. And the combo wasn't fantastic. Maybe against all odds they can still do it. Just this range damage and the poke is really good. Hung dies. This Elise struggling. Went for the elixir of sorcery. Not who are problematic. Baron started. Weibo Gaming trying to get on over. Can they get there in time? Weaver's Wall is in. Galio ult will follow afterwards, you feel. Trying to find a moment. The rocket's there. This surely is a smite. Thank God it's taken. Scout somehow the one that picks that up. But they're going to try and stop the end of the play. Here comes the teleports. They need to extract themselves. Remember, Shun does not have Lilting Lullaby. The AD carries on the wrong side of this. What's happening with the clean feed? They get the Karma. A lot of the power behind his guard. The backline flash on out with the cleanse from the Merc Scimitar. Trying to get the kill. They've got him. That's put him down. Peyz. Alive, healthy. Tien, though, stealing the body can be terrifying. The rocket on top goes down into the Guardian Angel. And despite the Baron, Weibo find the carries. It's not over. It's not over. On this Jinx. Elder again. We go. One more into the breach. Knocked Xiaohu away. That's big. Tien not going to be stopped on the other side. Scout has to jump out of the pit. Breathe in the pit himself. Still has the ult. Hung down low. Peyz off on the side. Tien unknown. 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 Looking for a spectral more. Looking for an angle. Can't quite find it. The Elder is in the command of Weibo right now. Hung down to one very low. As the back end. Shun is low. But they've lost Hung. The Balio ult comes on top, but it's interrupted! JDG have finally got a fight! They finally get the resets themselves! Elder is theirs, a clean team fight! And they get to end the game! 45 minutes, 46 minutes even! They will do what they have not been able to do for 15 damn minutes, and that's secure a neutral objective. Oh, Weibo. It was so close for so long, but the power of the double AD carries, the power of the scaling is too much. Are you not entertained? It is a Coliseum death match for sure. Jingdong Gaming finally win the knife fight versus Weibo.